So now let's talk about the database or the tables for the system. So first we have let's try the archive. Let's check violator. So in archive violator, we have the attributes of ID, student, first name, last name, gender, section, year, department, contact, guardian name, and so on. So let's check naman yung mga data types ni archive violator. Describe archive violator. Right. So dun sa for the data types of these attributes, we have we have ID as int, primary key, and auto increment, and student ID up to date are varchar, not null, maliban din sa contact and guardian contact, since numbers sila, they are considered as big N kasi madaming numbers yung kailangan i-input since 11 digits yun. So next is let's try the faculty account. Select faculty account. So kanina ito yung in-input natin na or ginawa natin na account for the faculty. So for the attributes of faculty account, we have ID, username, email, and password. So let's check the data types for the faculty account. So for the faculty account, we have ID as int, primary key, and auto increment, while the username up to password are varchar. So same with the guard account. We also have same lang sila ng attributes. We have ID as int, primary key, and auto increment, and username up to password are varchar. And same lang din sila ng attributes. So next is violator, wherein dito na store lahat ng mga ina-add na violator ng POD and ng security. So in here we have ID, student ID, these are attributes, ID, student ID, first name, last name, and so on. So yung nandito kanina yung in-input natin, kaso dinelete lang natin from the edit and archive. So let's check the data types of our attributes from violator. Describe, right. So we have ID as int, primary key, and auto increment, and student up to date are varchar. So same lang din to dun sa archive violator na table natin, na yung guardian contact are big int. So here, since kailangan ma-store no data from violator, kailangan ma-store dun sa archive violator, kaya ginawa na lang natin same yung lahat ng attributes ng dalawang table na yon. So next one is we have student list. So let's check the student list. Select student list. So we have attributes student ID, first name, last name, gender, section, year, department, so on. So these are the student dry inputted. So we have so let's try to check the data types of student list, data types of their attributes. So we have student ID as varchar, and primary key, and they are varchar up to address. Ang nag-iba lang is contact at saka guardian contact. So dito, hindi na ID yung primary key natin. Student ID na yung primary key natin. Kasi yung student ID is hindi pwedeng maulit dun sa student list. Unlike dun sa new violator. Kasi sa new violator, pwede tayo mag-input ng dalawang student or tatlo since ang minor is max of 3 violations and major is 1 or 2. So, dun sa new violator, pwedeng maulit yung student ID. So, hindi natin pwedeng gawing primary key yung student ID natin. Kasi isa lang yung may input nun just in case. So, kaya meron tayong ID as primary key for the new violator. And the student list, ang primary key niya is student ID. Since yun nga, isa lang yung mga number of student na or isa lang yung student ID ng student na may input dun sa student list. So overall, we have 5 tables from the whole system. So archive violator, faculty account, guard account, new violator, and student list. So that's all. Thank you. So today, we've developed a system for prefect of discipline. So I'll be discussing the demonstration on how this prefect of discipline system works. So first, let's sign up for the faculty account. So faculty 123, faculty 123 gmail.com, faculty 123. Let's see, right? Alright, so we've made already an account for the faculty login. So let's check on the database if na-insert yung account natin. So faculty account, okay. So na-insert yung account mismo dun sa faculty account table. So let's try to log in the account. Faculty 123, faculty 123. Alright. So now, we've entered the homepage of the system. So, these are the navigations of the system: home information, record, add violator, edit student list, student registration, and archive. So, sa home, simple lang yung sa home, the information or introduction of City College of San Fernando, Pampanga, and its mission, vision, and core values. So next is we have the list of offenses. So we have minor offenses and major offenses. So when we click this button, makikita natin lahat ng minor offenses na naka-table form. And same with major offenses na naka-table form. Okay. So let's try to add a violator. So dito, since meron tayong student list kung saan nandun lahat ng student na enrolled dun sa City College of San Fernando, we only need to enter student ID. Hindi na kailangan ng user o yung gagamit nito na input isa-isa yung mga text boxes dito. So ang kailangan niya lang gawin is input the student ID of the violator, and automatically mag-fetch yung data nung ini-input niya dito. So let's 27. Nandun siya sa student ID natin. So nandun siya. So automatically mag-fill out lahat ng input boxes dito. And ang kailangan lang ayusin ng gagamit nito is yung offense. So siya mismo maglalagay kung ano bang offense yung nag-violate no violator. So let's try forgery. And fresh. So pumasok yung data na in-insert natin dun sa add violator dun sa record. Ito, forgery. So, dito sa record, they cannot, even the prefect of discipline, they cannot edit the data. All they can do is view lang yung data dito. Tsaka may sort na din dito and also search by ID. So, sa edit sila pwedeng mag-manipulate or update ng mga data na nasa record. So, here, we also have the 3 violators kasama yung in-add natin kanina na major is forgery. So, all we need to do is just click this and we have choices to change the record or even delete the record. So, sa delete the record, we don't di talaga natin dinidelete yung record. Kumaga, parang nililipat natin siya doon sa archive. So, if accidentally napindot yung delete record, diretso lang siya dito sa archive. Hindi siya madidelete permanently. Dun sa mismong archive na madidelete permanently yung record. So, let's try change the record and change the violation of the student. So, let's try assault. Tignan natin if mag-change ba yung violation niya. Alright. So, nag-change yung violation niya because we updated the data. So, now let's go to the student registration or student list muna. Right. So, nandito lahat ng mga student from City College of San Fernando, Pampanga. So, dito fine-fetch nung add violator yung mga data na may input doon sa mga input boxes. So, kaya hindi na kailangan na input isa-isa pa yung mga data doon or input boxes. Kasi dito na mapifetch. So, since malaki yung table natin, hindi siya magkakasya if mobile form. Kaya medyo nag-overlap siya. Pero meron naman tayong overflow X na visible para ma-scroll horizontally yung table natin. So, viewable pa rin yung buong table kahit na naka-mobile form. And then, let's try to register a student sa table natin na student list. So, for example, 11111 action mail a song yes ID 1234569 Donald Trump San Francisco. So, let's try to register if papasok ba yung data natin dun sa student list. Right, pumasok na dito yung data natin. So, kapag mag-add student dito, it should be add violator. So, kapag mag-add violator na tayo doon, input lang natin yung in-input natin na student ID doon sa add registration of the student, then may input na lahat ng data na in-input din natin dun sa registration ng student. So, dito, let's try to delete yung in-input natin na violator and tignan natin kung didiretso pa siya doon sa archive. So, 01227. So, let's try to delete. So, ayun, pumasok dun sa archive violator record yung dinelete natin na record. Wala dun sa edit. So, if di-delete natin to, permanently na madidelete yung data sa buong system, even sa database. So, ganun lang nag-run o ganun yung flow ng buong system sa system na to. So, ito yung account for the faculty or for the POD. So, meron din tayong account for guard since isa yung guard sa mga nag-add ng violator or nag-violate na student sa policies ng City College of San Fernando. So, let's try to log out and try to create a security account. So, let's try to sign up. Security or guard123 guard123@gmail.com guard123. Let's see, register. Oops. Then let's check kung pumasok ba sa database natin yung data ni guard or yung account bago natin i-login. So now since pumasok na yung data, let's try to log in. So guard123 guard123, let's check if okay, so log in. Oh, so dito sa guard parang guard point of view, apat lang yung navigation niya since ang ginagawa lang nila is mag-add ng violator. They don't need to edit, they don't need to delete information kasi yung POD na mismo yung may trabaho nun. So here, the only thing that they can do is to add a violator. Pero dito kapag nag-add sila ng violator, same ng database yung babagsakan nung ina-add nung POD at saka nung guard. So kung ano man yung in-add nung guard dito is mapupunta rin doon sa record ng POD. So bali, dalawang account, different number of navigation, pero isang database lang yung babagsakan nung ina-add nila, isang record lang. So hindi rin kita ni security yung student list, and also hindi rin siya pwede magdagdag ng student dun sa student list. So let's try to add violator. So from here, since kahit walang student list dito, pwede pa rin ma-fetch ni security yung mga information from student list. Just enter the student ID since connected lahat ng database nila. So parang iisa lang sila. So 0, 12, 21. So let's see if may information ba si 01221. Alright. So brawling, let's try brawling, say violator, and alright. So pumasok din yung in-input ni security dun sa record. So same dito, pag pumasok dito yung record, it means pumasok na din dun sa POD, record ng POD yung violator. So unlike dun sa manual na ginagawa ng mga security guard na by paper at saka manually inputting the record or the violator, may chance na mawala yung paper just in case na hindi mapasa doon sa POD. So dito, kapasok agad nung data or ka-add agad nung security dun sa violator, pasok agad dun sa POD. So agad ma-check ng POD yung ma-add na violator. So siguro for the improvements, we can add a notification for the POD if may na-add ba yung security na violator, para aware yung POD na may bagong violator or may bagong lumabag doon sa violation. May bagong lumabag doon sa policies ng City College of San Fernando. Para alam ni POD if nadadagdagan ba yung mga record. And para na-observe na rin niya. So, ganoon lang yung doon sa work ng buong system. Same sa faculty and sa security. Home nila, ganun din. And also for the information.